Hello and welcome to the Keyword Tracker tool. This is a tool that allows you to monitor the health of the keywords that are most important to either your own listings or the keyword health of your competitors. So we're gonna take a look at how this works in just a second, but we've made some major updates to this tool that we're really excited to show off, and it's really just gonna provide you that extra bit of data to understand how your keyword rank health affects your actual sales and the revenue that your business is generating. All right, let's take a look. We're inside of the Keyword Rank Tracker tool, and what you might notice is I've already added a few products. Now, if you're going to add your first product, the thing that you're gonna need is the ASIN. This is the identifier for your listing, obviously, and you can grab it in the URL of the listing or down in the product description. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add the product ASIN. We're gonna click Add, and it takes a minute for the tool to pull in the data, but what this tool is doing right now is it's basically using all of our robust analytics and millions of different data points to pick 50 keywords that relate to this listing in the most relevant way possible. So what's interesting about Keyword Rank Tracker right now is in addition to being able to add your own individual keywords, you're leveraging ZonGuru's data and analytics to be able to understand what we're recommending as potential good keywords for you to be tracking for your listing. If you have questions about this, we have a great FAQ article that you can check out that will help you better understand how we decide which keywords are best for your listing. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna refresh this page and we're gonna see if those top performing keywords have loaded. And it looks like they already have, which is great. So a couple things I want to call out before we open the session up and we take a look at how the rank has changed for these individual keywords is just this summary glance that we get. You can see here we have information around the product and then the top 3 keywords. Now we can change this and we'll get to that in a second. But these are the top 3 keywords that ZonGuru is recommending that we check. And at the moment it looks like we haven't loaded in the search volume yet, but you can see that we'll pull in the search volume as well as the position and the page rank. So this is the page that the listing appears for that individual keyword. So let's say we rank on page 1, we're gonna see a number 1 for the page icon. Now if we rank page 1, position 1, that means we're the very best listing for that keyword. We're the most relevant and we're appearing first. So that is what the page and position numbers mean. And of course, the search volume is the number of times that that keyword is typed exactly on Amazon per month. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna actually open up one of these older sessions because I think that we won't have to wait as long for the data to load. And I'm just gonna call out a few more things that you're gonna wanna pay attention to. So we have, of course, the search volume, that's the monthly searches. The 30-day trend graph, which is really cool. This is actually just giving us a good perspective of as the rank or the page changes, what that looks like and a visualization of what that looks like over time. So you can see that we're denoting the day that it occurred as well as what the position and page rank were on that day. And then we can check the next day and we can begin to understand a trend. Now, why is this important? Well, if you all of a sudden notice your sales are increasing rapidly or perhaps they're decreasing and they're falling, you will probably want to know where you rank and how visible your listing is and if that's playing into and affecting your total sales. You would just jump into the Keyword Rank Tracker probably as one of your first action items if you begin to see a fluctuation in sales to better understand, okay, am I more or less visible to my customers? And of course we can see over here the current position and page rank and the change from the last time we measured it. And then it looks like over here we don't have a page change, so that's great. And then we can expand the graph if we wanted to as well and dive into it in a little bit more of an expanded way. Now, of course, we could go ahead and delete any of these keywords if we're done tracking them or we didn't think that ZonGuru maybe picked the best ones for our current specific business needs. And we can go ahead and add individual keywords. And you can see here when I click the plus icon, we added the ability to add a keyword. And let's just say it looks like this is a car mattress, so we might say something like camping mattress. We would add this and then ZonGuru would begin to check the keyword rank change over time and we could come back and see what that looks like. And of course, if we wanted to change our favorites up at the top, which are the ones that we get a real quick glance at, these are probably gonna be the most important keywords for your listing. Things like your top short tail keywords or your top long tail keywords. all you need to do is click the little star icon, and you can see here that it's now been favorited. If we wanted to switch out maybe car travel bed, you can see here that we're adding that in. So it's just gonna show you no more and no less than those top 3 keywords that are most important to your listing. One other thing to note is inside of Keyword Tracker, we're not tracking the individual number of keywords anymore. Instead, we're tracking the number of ASINs. So you can see here that we have 6 out of 15 total products tracked. And inside of each one of those products, we have a total of 50 keywords at our disposal to track. So with the limits on this current tool, we have access to 15 times 50 total keywords that we can track. Hope that you've enjoyed watching this tutorial video taking you through how the Keyword Tracker tool works. Again, this is going to be your one-stop shop for understanding the health of essentially your SEO for your listing and how often you're appearing for the relevant keywords that are most important to your business. So go ahead and jump into Keyword Tracker. Right now you can see that this tool is accessible in all European, Australian, and North American markets, and a few others as well. And so you can track the keyword health for your listings almost across the globe. So go ahead and take a look at the Keyword Tracker tool and see how much value you can bring to your business today. Bye for now.